Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, on to the next episode of The 100. Last week we watched Series 2, Episode 10, Survival of the Fittest. So we've only got 6 episodes left of the series, which is exciting, I suppose. I mean, I don't really know what to expect because I've just tried to stop really guessing what's coming in the show because things change so often and so quickly that any time I go, well, I think this is going to happen. And then they go on a complete U-turn and they're not going to kill Finn off and then Finn dies, or they're not going to do this and then this happens. So I do feel like this series is going to end with a big collision between Mountain Men, Grounders, maybe Reapers and the Sky People. And it will obviously set some new storylines up for Series 3. I would put a guess that the Mountain Men storyline is going to be resolved this season. But I don't know. They could be in it all the way through. It just feels like a plot line that is going to be a one-season plotline and they move on to a new, I guess, threat next series. It's hard to say what's a threat and what's not in the show because Grounders are a threat, but right now there's a truce. And, you know, there's probably other threats like the bloody monkey from last episode was a threat. So it's interesting to see where they're going to go with this and exciting to watch because it's so unpredictable. And what else is going on this episode? Oh yeah, at the end of the last one, Bellamy got into Mount Weather as part of the harvesting process, and Lincoln is now in shot again with the Reaper juice. So my only main guess for this episode is that Bellamy is going to start working his way into Mount Weather in terms of like the plan to shut down the fog or release the Grounders, all that kind of stuff, or whatever they're going to try and do. I feel like it's going to be touched on in this episode because it's called I think it's pronounced coup de grace, and essentially it means when there's a wounded animal or a person or whatever, it's the shot that you give to them to kill them, to kind of ease their suffering, I suppose, or just to kill them, whatever. Like in other shows where characters dying and they're like, please kill me, and so someone shoots them to end their life so they're not suffering. Oh God, what does that mean for this episode? Lincoln, maybe. I don't know, because I don't know, like I say, what I love is that I don't know who is in most of the show, other than I know Clark's in most of it, I think Bellamy's in most of it, and Murphy, because someone made a comment about how in like the last couple of seasons he has like a glow up, which means like when he like looks like more handsome in the last few seasons, which is a lovely comment and I appreciate it, but it is also quite spoilery because like if it wasn't for these kind of comments I wouldn't know if they were going to die this episode or not. I would put money on Clark surviving, but everybody else really is up for grabs, you know. But things like that, like, please, I appreciate the comments, I really do, but I think they're unwittingly spoilery. But other than that, let's jump into the episode because I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. So if you enjoy this episode, please let me know down below what you think. And if you're interested in watching the full-length reaction to this episode, as well as the next couple, there's a link to my Patreon down below. Let's jump into the reaction to Series 2, Episode 11 of the 100, Coup de Grace, Episode 11. Let's go. I try to say goodbye and I joke. Try to walk away and I stumble. Whoa. Bellamy, okay. Very sweaty Bellamy. Oh, what's this weird yellow powder? Oh, they like cleaning them up and stuff. Hello. Oh, shit the bed. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is brutal. I don't like this. That was a really good opening. Like, that made me feel heavily uncomfortable.
Check the harvest chamber last night.
Let's check it again.
So there's a separate chamber for the bone marrow people. That's probably hidden from them because it's
Took my best friend.
not good.
Marty, we'll check again.
Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's
I mean, I like Jasper,
not okay.
but
Time to do something.
I find him hard to root for because he seems to not care that much about Monty most of the time.
I need to get back to that radio to see if Bellamy's made contact.
Listen to me.
I know you don't think you need my protection anymore, but you do.
Why?
You have to trust that I know what's right for us.
No. Why? I'm not saying she's wrong, but
Let's go.
what has she done to prove that? What has she done that proves to everybody else that she knows best? Ooh. You can pretty much just cut the suit up and leave him to it. Yeah, don't.
You and Lexa were the targets.
Oh.
We have to warn the commander.
I had some comments recently on Series 1. People saying that Bellamy's like their favourite character and stuff. And I'm glad that we're getting more of him because actually Series 1, there was just barely any. Series 2, sorry. So far, he's not really had much to do. So I'm liking it, more of a focus on him.
2 of them are missing. One of them is Monty. Tell me where they are.
Jasper, I don't know what you're...
Stop lying.
Excuse me? Sit down and...
No!
Be careful, Jasper.
You're gonna tell me the truth.
I don't think this is a smart approach.
Jasper, please.
I don't think.
Down the sword. I did lie to you about Clark. About the survivors from the Ark. And about what happened to Maya. I'm trying to protect you, Jasper. All of you.
You're not doing a very good job.
Where the hell is Monty?
I feel like we're meant to root for Jasper. I just find it really difficult because he just doesn't make sensible decisions. Like, he forced Harper to wait outside. He lost track of Monty. The stuff he did in Series 1, which is a bit of an ass.
Please find out where
He ruined the thing on the bridge.
Let's take a walk.
Where?
To find your friends.
Someone tried to kill you today. It's okay if you're upset.
Someone tries to kill him every bloody week. Calm down, Abby.
Just another day on the ground.
Thank you. Oh.
We got us a live one.
As much as I appreciate that he's trying to protect her, this isn't the time. Oh, the way they just jab needles in freaks me out because it's so not right medically. Okay.
Who are you? Do you know Jasper?
Get me down,
Oh yeah, because he'll know them from Clark, right? I was getting all confused about how they know each other, but oh god. Oh god. Right. Oh shit. Right, quicker, quicker. Knock him out, knock him out, knock him out, knock him out. Oh shit. Ah. Hey. But he has just lost a significant amount of blood, so just take a moment, just recover, eat some sugar cookies if there's any around.
Your people are disappearing. 2 so far, Monty and Harper. I thought they'd be in here,
I
but
want to see the others. No.
the dorm's on the way to the radio. Wait,
Gotta be careful, because, yeah, I was gonna say that,
knows everyone.
yeah. So won't they recognise that he's not
Roll up your sleeve.
one of them?
How'd you know what my name was before I told you?
Oh.
Clark. Clark said Jasper couldn't stop talking about someone named Maya. Come back, please.
Are they setting up something between these two? I say that a lot when there's like a slightly meaningful look between characters. Like, is there a romance in the future? She said about Bellamy and this girl, Bellamy and Clark and Lexa.
Get away from that girl.
Come on.
Monty! Release him. Open it!
Kill these two people because they were going against your orders and doing the bone marrow.
So worried.
Torture doesn't work.
Clark, it could save your friends.
I'm the Chancellor.
Then act like one.
Oh,
I told you I would support you as long as I believed that you were doing the right thing.
I am. And if you disagree, convene a vote and take my place.
I don't give a damn about the title. I just want to save our people.
So do I.
but torture doesn't work.
We've accomplished great things. You've accomplished nothing. You're a stain on our legacy. Our legacy? We've been bleeding people to stay alive for generations.
Yeah,
That's our
well, that's not
legacy.
good. I agree with that.
What we've done is going to get us out of this prison. I never wanted it like this. All I wanted was to give you a dream.
Oh, shut up.
I gave you an order.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
What?
They take their orders from me now.
No!
Everyone wants to go to the ground.
Oh, this knobhead's in charge now. For God's sake. I hate him! I really hate him.
Bleeding my friends.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do. We were genetically engineered. They weren't.
What are you doing?
Killing him. Get out of my way.
It's gotta be a weird life, and it living, being brought up in this environment. I mean, kids won't know any different, to be fair, so it'll be something normal to them.
Are you on a ground unit?
Yeah, I feel oh no. This show just likes to twist the knife, doesn't it? Like no one can have anything about the show going, not gonna make you feel like crap about it.
What's going on?
I don't know. Some breach, but it can't be good.
Does he recognise him?
Get me to that radio.
Bellamy?
Yay!
Are you alright?
We have to talk fast. Something has changed. There are kids in here. We need a plan that doesn't kill everyone. Please tell me we have one.
God.
But we can't do anything until you disable the acid fog. And Bellamy?
Yeah.
You came through. I knew you would.
Oh.
I'll
Go
have those
Bellamy,
bars not
go
get
Bellamy, go Bellamy. Not that he's my favourite character, it's just nice to see him get some screen time
What are you gonna do?
and to do something heroic.
I'm letting the prisoner go.
Absolutely not.
He hasn't told us anything yet.
He doesn't have to. He's gonna tell them something.
Get the prisoner back to
Okay.
the airlock now.
Could say the grounders are on Clark's
You may be
side.
the Chancellor, but I'm in charge. I have a message for your leader. We're coming for him. You're watching us, but you haven't seen a thing. The Grounder army is bigger than you think. And even if you could find it, your acid fog can't hurt them. And now, thanks to you, neither can the Reapers.
Do you know, I think is if the president was still in charge, he was letting the people
It's an
go.
8-hour walk back to Mount Weather. You're gonna do it in 6.
I don't think I'd have done that because there's a chance that he will die on the way back, but you're just gonna have to book it.
You wanna explain to me how this helps my brother? I just told him we have a secret army to worry about. The more they're looking at us, the less they're looking at him.
That's true.
Bellamy is the key to everything.
That is smart.
If he dies, we die.
No pressure, Bellamy! But I think he'll come through. I hope. So I'm actually really liking the dynamics at the moment on this show, that they are changing so often, and everyone's got their own opinion. I mean, my comment section, and probably every comment section for the 100 is proof that everyone's going to have a different opinion on who's right, who's wrong, who should be in charge, who doesn't, who shouldn't, who's got a good plan, who hasn't. And it's interesting that I feel like my opinion changes the characters so often, and that is a good show. In some ways, I like having characters that I love all the way throughout. I take in Buffy, like Willow, for example, even though she makes some questionable decisions along the way, she's like one of my favourite characters from start to finish. And I think it's important for a show to have those kind of stable characters that you know you can rely on most of the time to be a good character, to make good choices. This show doesn't have many of those. It was Monty, but even he made stupid decisions recently when he did that whole going into the office, and whilst he succeeded in breaking down the frequency that was blocking the signals and stuff, he still got caught and whatnot. But this show, like characters that I hate in Series 1, like Bellamy and Murphy, I'm now quite defensive of Murphy, and I like Bellamy at the moment. He seems to be holding his own, he's doing the right thing, he's doing a heroic thing. Clark, I wasn't a massive fan of in Series 1. I liked her on enough. I'm really rooting for her right now. Do I always agree with her? No, but we'll get to that. But there's characters like Abby that I really enjoyed Series 1, I really don't like right now. So this show really does seem to flip a lot like who you root for. And that is interesting because it just means that when I start an episode, I never know what I'm going to get. So like with Supernatural, I know it's going to be an episode, that's going to be some monsters, they'll fight some monsters. Chances are at the end of the episode, it'll be the two brothers, they'll be alright and they'll drive off. And everything's okay, for most of the time. But this show's not like that. So like the main thing I'm thinking of right now is Abby and Clark kind of butting heads. And I'm on Clark's side because whilst Clark doesn't always make smart decisions, that's just a fact. She doesn't. And sometimes she thinks before she acts. And acts just stupidly. Where does Abby get this sort of confidence that she knows best? Is it because she's older? Because at the end of the day, whilst Clark and that are younger and have not been on Earth like for years or anything before the rest of the arc came down, they have got more knowledge of the area, the people. They do kind of have bonds with people, like the Grounders, who were their main enemy in Series 1, are now working with them because of things that Clark have done. And yeah, other people were involved in all that, but Clark was like the main one, and they stand behind it. Like at the end of the day, when the soldiers point their guns at Clark, all the Grounders raise their enemies to fight to protect Clark and to, defend her and whatnot. So whilst I get that Abby sometimes makes good decisions, sometimes, this is proof that maybe Clark's the one to listen to right now. And like I said, do I always agree with Clark? No. But she's got this huge enemy on her side. What choice do you have? And if you're going to get people out of Mount Weather, going against the Grounders and that is just stupid. And I guess it's just, I don't think Abby goes about things the right way. Sometimes she might have a good idea, but the way she talks to people, she acts like a right bitch, and it annoys me. Like, it's just, I know better, listen to me. I'm the Chancellor. Well, why don't you have like a discussion, lay out your points? Yeah, I understand that Grounders don't listen to a lot of the time, and it is hard to sometimes get people to talk to you and listen to you, but if you want people to stand by you and do what you say, talk to them. Get them on your side. Explain why you think you're right, rather than just trying to assert your power all the time, because that doesn't work. We've seen that from Lexa. We've seen that from... you notice every time I say Lexa, I look down at my Amazon Echo dot thing that I've got, just in case she turns on, because she does that every now and again. But yeah, I like Clark right now. I don't like Abby. Alexa wasn't in this episode, which was interesting choice. If she was, I don't remember speaking to her, seeing her. But yeah, so yeah, I just hope that Clark's doing the right thing and that she leads to some... I mean, people are going to die along the way, things are going to go wrong, that's just inevitable. But I'm hoping that she proves that she's doing the right thing to shut Abby up for a little bit. I guess the only other main storyline in this episode was the Mount Weather stuff. I mean, it started off really brutal. That scene where the people were getting like washed and tagged, and what was that thing they put in the mouth and like shot in the back of the neck? That that went through me. Huge needle with the jab in the arms. Ugh. It was really quite gritty and visceral, and I like it when the show goes dark because it's a CW show. I like Vampire Diaries and stuff, which I've watched every episode of. Not watched the spin-offs. I don't really intend to. I don't think. I'm not sure. But it's a lot of fluff and a lot of danger, but it's not that dark and that threatening at times. Whereas when 100 seems to go down these kind of routes, it's just an extra level of, let's say, grittiness that just seems a bit too intense, but in a good way. Like, I like it because it just it makes it go from just this fun drama show to something like the stakes are really high. So yeah, when they were doing all that was gross. But Bellamy seems to be doing a good job of getting it, like infiltrating the group and becoming a soldier. And he was lucky that Maya was there when she was, and that the guy let him down when he did, and that the chains were taken off when he did. He was lucky that the grounder was in the cage to hold the guy. All these things seem to be adding up that were lucky for him, but he's doing a really good job of staying hidden right now and infiltrating, mostly because of Maya. Let's be honest about it. Mostly because of Maya. But I'm really sad about the president because he was doing the right thing. He was going to let them go. He stopped them guys harvesting the bone marrow. He rescued Harper and Monty. And he was going to let everybody go. But then that bloody guy, I want to call him the Purge guy. Can't remember what his name is. Please remind me because I'll forget. The guy, the president's son and the doctor. Well, the president's son's in charge now. So I presume he's going to free the doctor so they can carry on harvesting bone marrow from the Sky People, and I think people are going to die. I think. Don't know who. Maybe they'll target Jasper because was with the president when they released everybody. But yeah, overall I actually really enjoyed this episode. The last couple of episodes I've liked but haven't been as good for me, but I really enjoyed this one because it really, again, feels like they're building up towards the 2-part finale, which is only a few episodes away now. I have no idea what's coming at all. Again, on the next episode, I think they're going to focus again on Bellamy and more of what they're trying to do. The president's son's going to start putting his plans into effect. And maybe, hopefully, that guy will come back with his message to get the eyes off Bellamy so he can kind of carry on his little Trojan horsey sneaky mission thing. But who knows? Maybe it's going to be an episode all about Murphy and Jahar. Because they did that in the start of the season. There was an episode about like Jahar in the desert. Was it this series? There was an episode, or was it the last series? There was an episode somewhere in a show that I watched where you're following a storyline, following a storyline, following a storyline, and then it just switches it and you're following like completely different characters. Happened in WandaVision recently because I'm filming this towards the end of January. January's almost over. So episode 4 of WandaVision's just come out, and that follows like a completely different thing from the first 3, but it's obviously linked. I won't say any spoilers in case you've not watched it. But yeah, anyway, let me know down below what you think of this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you're enjoying these reactions and if you want me to carry on with series 3 and beyond. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. And as always, my name's Scott. Hope you guys are well. Take care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoyed this, please let me know down below what you thought. Subscribe for the rest of Series 2 and my character ranking at the end of Series 2. And also, there's a Patreon link down below. If you can support me over there, genuinely, it does really help me out. And I want to get to a point in the future where I'm making enough money from this to be able to look at maybe reducing my hours at work so I can put out more content. I can put out like 2 episodes of 100 a week, maybe, or whatever, and other shows. I can start some more new shows. But right now with work, I don't have the time to do all this new stuff. So if you can support me over there, genuinely, I appreciate you. Get 2 weeks early access to pretty much every show that I do. I also put full-length reactions to 100 and Supernatural. Even Supernatural's more than 2 weeks ahead, so I might be able to do that with 100 as well. But anyway, it's up to you guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you all next week. Next episode of the 100. Bye, guys. See you soon.